Yo, what's going on YouTube? It is your boy Ears. Hope you guys are having a great rest of your day, start your day, whatever time it may be. The new Call of Duty Black Ops 4 1.04 update patch notes just released. We'll be going over it with you guys right now. Make sure you guys go ahead and leave your opinions down in the comment section below. Do you guys agree with the buffs, the nerfs, the changes? Because they went ahead and changed literally almost the entire game. If you guys could drop an early like on the video, that'd be greatly appreciated. Without further ado, let's get right into it, man. So what they did for the update, what we can immediately see, is for the multiplayer, they went ahead and they added the gun game playlist as the featured playlist. So there's no parties allowed. We've seen gun game. This is really nothing new. This is just another game mode that we expected to come back to Black Ops 4, and now it's finally here. They went ahead and added the Mercenary Deathmatch Mosh Pit playlist added to a featured category, and it's just TDM and kill confirmed, no parties allowed. So if you guys are solo players like myself, you guys are probably going to really enjoy the Mercenary Deathmatch Mosh Pit. I kind of want them to go ahead and bring in the Mercenary Capture Mosh Pit back. Let me know if you guys like that game mode. That was definitely a lot of fun when it was in last week, and I do want to see it return. They went ahead and added Chaos Domination, featured playlist that allows you to go ahead and capture flags in domination in 3 seconds, and the score limit is 150 points per round, so it's a 600 point total match to win the game in domination, and it's in 6v6. So this is going to be a lot of fun to play. You're going to see a lot of people getting a lot of high kill gameplays, a lot of high scoring gameplays in this game mode. So honestly, if you guys are trying to level up fast, I would honestly play the Chaos Domination with a party and just extend the game and just go ham. Hardcore TDM says kill confirmed. Player count increased to 6v6 and 2 specialist limit per team. For the assault rifles, this is where everything gets, juicy, and they go ahead and they changed a lot. We're dialing back some previous buffs to assault rifles to help close the gap in effectiveness between ARs and SMGs, allowing SMGs to be more effective at firing on the move. So they have a slight reduction to ADS move speed for all assault rifles. So this is going to be with the stock. So they kind of slow it down how fast you can strafe. Now, I've been running around with the Vapor and the KN57 earlier today. After this update actually went live, I really didn't notice a difference. So if you guys are thinking the assault rifles are pretty much useless, they're not useless. Trust me, they're still really good. Slight reduction to ADS and transition speed for all assault rifles. So that's pretty much, I think that's just the ADS speed coming off the hip. Like I said, I didn't really notice any difference. The Icr-7 reduced headshot damage, reduced reduction in reload speed. So they kind of nerfed the ICR. This is good because the ICR was definitely a really strong weapon. I definitely was kind of hoping that they were going to go ahead and kind of reduce the range on the weapon, but it is what it is. For the Vapor XKG, they reduced close range headshot damage, and they will also go ahead and they damage now falls off sooner, high caliber, reduced headshot multiplier, and then eliminating the possibility of a 3-hit kill. So with the Vapor, they went ahead and they kind of reduced the close range headshot damage, so you're not going to be getting those melt kills with the headshots, and the damage now falls off sooner. Like I said earlier, I used the Vapor XKG with the suppressor this morning. At range kills, I really did not notice a difference at all. So the Vapor is still a viable assault rifle, and honestly probably one of the best ones. For the submachine guns, mobility is now the primary strength of SMGs, speeding across the map to engage or disengage quickly. Some of the close-range SMGs are performing quite well, while others struggle to compete with the rest of the category. This week's balancing pass levels the playing field with this SMGs, and this is what we have all been waiting for. The MX-9 increased damage at all ranges, fantastic. High caliber, reduced headshot multiplier, eliminating the possibility of a 4-hit kill. They kind of have to balance it out. I have not checked out the MX-9 yet. Let me know if you guys have checked it out. Is it good? It probably is. The Cordite extended damage at all ranges, belt-fed operator mod, increased overheat rate. I have definitely gotten killed by the Cordite, and it does seem like it's a little bit better, but I think the MX-9 is definitely going to be one of the best SMGs now. The GKS, the quad shot operator mod, slight time increased in between bursts, and they went ahead and they actually nerfed the SOG 9mm with the dual wield operator mod, but they reduced the hip fire accuracy. Or maybe they increased it. That could be a buff. I'm not really too sure on the wording on this. They kind of do it a little bit weird. Reduced hip fire accuracy. Technically, that sounds like a buff, so they might have made the SOG 9mm a little bit better. For the tactical rifles, we've buffed the ABR to be more competitive with other tactical rifles while stepping down its operative mod to keep it from becoming a crutch attachment. The Swordfish received some additional adjustments as well. So the ABR 223, they definitely did nerf it a lot since the beta. Extended maximum damage range, and for the operator mod, it now takes longer to accelerate the fire rate. They definitely do not want the ABR to become as strong as it was during the beta, which is understandable. And the stock slight reduction in movement speed bonus. Laser sight 1 and laser sight 2, and they improved the hip fire accuracy. So they reduced the hip fire accuracy. This is definitely a nerf, so that's kind of like the wording on it. So that SOG 9mm got nerfed, and this is the improved hip fire accuracy. So the Swordfish, they went ahead for high caliber, reduced headshot multiplier, and eliminated the possibility of a 3-hit kill. They nerfed the Swordfish, okay. Panther Burst operative mod reduced extra granite clip size, so they're going to keep it as the standard size. That's understandable. They definitely don't want the Swordfish to becoming, you know, that go-to tactical rifle. Understandable. For sniper rifles, the other sniper rifles needed help to fight King Paladin. We're giving these rifles reduced idle sway and upping their damage to help finish off wounded targets more consistently. Remove turn sway when aiming down sights on all sniper rifles to better ensure the weapon reticle stays centered when turning. So the Paladin 2 high caliber 2 hitting the lower torso on a full TAC 5 boosted enemy will no longer be a one-hit kill. FMJ 2 improved damage against score streaks. Stabilizer 2 players can now hold breath sooner after the previous hold breath. So the Outlaw, they improved base damage from 110 to 130. They reduced the idle sway. They increased the base movement speed, and they increased the ADS movement speed bonus. So they went ahead and buffed the Outlaw. I know a lot of people were crying about the Outlaw being terrible. The SDM increased clip size from 10 to 12, and they reduced the idle sway. The Kashka, they improved damage from 120 to 140. Slight increase to ADS movement speed bonus. So for the LMGs, that's for all the snipers. So they kind of buffed pretty much all the snipers. I know a lot of you guys are probably happy about that. For the LMGs, some of the community have discovered that the Titan and the VKM are extremely effective weapons. I'm actually so happy they nerfed this, because what would have been terrible is that they went ahead and nerfed all the rifles but then left the LMGs the same. The LMGs would have been ridiculously overpowered. While they'll still be scared to face off, players will now have a more reasonable chance to defend themselves against them. So the Titan, they reduced the headshot damage, reduced hip fire accuracy, and they reduced the ADS movement speed with the stock for the Titan. For the VKM 750, they reduced movement speed while firing and reduced damage slightly. Fat Barrel operator mod reduced bullet tracer size. I'm so glad they went ahead and did this, because the VKM 750 with that operator mod was ridiculous. For the Hades, the crossbar operator mod reduced movement speed and accuracy, and steady grip improved recoil mitigation. And for the pistols, slight reduction in ADS transition speed for all pistols, slight increase in the time between bursts, and slight reduction in reload speed. For the shotguns, this weapon class is close to where we want it, with only a couple of specific attachments performing better than intended. Shotguns of Black Ops 4 play a different role in the past Call of Duty titles, and those who have practiced cat and mouse play can be highly effective with them. So the Choke Barrel 2 one-hit kill range reduced. The Dragon's Breath operator mod resolved the issue where the Dragon's Breath occasionally triggered incorrect visual and sound effects on targets. For the SG-12, the strobe light addressed an issue with the strobe light where it would remain on after death. Live update coming soon to reduce the range which the strobe light interferes with enemy aim. Okay, I'm really happy they're gonna go ahead and do this, because the SG-12 was definitely something that was insane. For the attachments, all weapons. Grip 2, reduced ADS flinch mitigation. The suppressor, reduced damage fall-off ranges. The holographic sight, reduced ADS recoil. For the dual zoom optic, reduced ADS recoil. For the recon sight, reduced ADS recoil. And for the ELO sight, slightly increased ADS recoil. Like I said, I ran around the ELO sight Vapor and the KN. I really didn't notice a difference. For the specialists, here's where things get juicy again. Ajax. We're improving more strategic options to counteract the ballistic shield and to help ensure the shield isn't activated too often in the same game. Explosive now apply partial damage to the front end of the deployed ballistic shield user. The ballistic shield now takes longer to earn. Thank you. Nomad. We have encouraged Nomad to work more closely with this K9 unit to maximize effectiveness, and they reduced K9 unit health by 10%. Thank you. For the Crash, we're happy that our support score streak is so popular. He was a bit too effective as a score streak farmer. Reduced teammate use pack score event from +50 to +25. People were really using this as hardline pro on crack, so I kind of agree with Crash. Firebreak. Purifier has been restored to his former glory. Increased Purifier flame damage to be a guaranteed kill, eventual kill against a player who doesn't have tac mask equipped. Recon. Intelligence versus world, and Recon is living proof. We have intelligence that Recon's intelligence is too good, so we're reclassifying some of his resources or sources. I don't really see how Recon is that overpowered, but okay. Reduced sensor dart duration, and they resolved an issue where voiceover would incorrectly state that a player's sensor dart was destroyed. Torque. Mainly in the community, we have embraced Torque with innovative playstyles. Though he's still struggling on a broader scale, we bolstered the effectiveness of his barricade to ensure that he stays relevant in team compositions. Oh my gosh. Increased earn rate for barricade, increased hit points for barricade, addressed an issue that prevented TACOM from telling players that the barricade was taking damage. So they buffed barricade. We're going to see how this goes out. Prophet. Prophet's Tempest needed an upgrade to stand a chance of competing for the rest of the specialists. Greatly increased Tempest projectile speed, slightly increased Tempest chain distance, and resolved an issue where being hit by an explosive with charge would disable the Tempest charge, preventing further arsing. Okay? And then went ahead and they messed with the spawns on Team Deathmatch, Domination, Hardpoint, Free-for-all, and Control. These are all on the same maps that they went ahead and they messed with in the previous update. You know, Summit, Militia, Firing Range, all the maps that had pretty much terrible spawns, they went ahead and tweaked them again. We'll have to see how that is. I've played on majority of these maps already, and I really haven't noticed a difference. The spawns are still kind of crazy. For the gear, increased time to fully heal the player. They kind of nerfed the stem shot. The armor resolved an issue where armor protected from more damage than intended when hitting areas of the body that have damage multipliers, such as the head or upper chest. This primarily affects weapons with chest multipliers, such as snipers. And so they're going to go ahead and nerf the armor. I have noticed this. Body armor has not been nearly as effective since the update. In the acoustic sensor, reduced the range at which sprinting enemies are detected. Dead silence, they nerfed dead silence so you can actually hear the footsteps a little bit easier. Engineer, extraction, helicopter, and heist no longer will be highlighted. And for the Mantis score streaks, they resolved an issue where the Mantis could be destroyed by touching the out-of-bounds area of the map. The dart increased explosive radius and damage. Players can now use a second dart when earning 2 dart score streaks. Strike Team prevented strike team kills from contributing toward owner's kills without dying medals. Yeah. Gameplay, reduced range required for long shot medals for assault rifles, tactical rifles, submachine guns, and light machine guns. That's pretty cool. Resolved an issue where the hard stop challenge would reset before reaching 300. And these are all some of the just normal changes they did for the multiplayer theater, all this stuff. Resolved issue that caused footsteps to sound muffled when they shouldn't be. So they went ahead and they fixed footsteps. I've noticed this a lot. The footsteps are a lot easier to hear, and I think you guys will enjoy this a lot better. And these are going to be some Blackout updates. 100 player solos added to a feature playlist. Maximum player count set to 88 for duos and quads. Audio for Blackout, they tweaked the audio for Blackout. I'm not really a Blackout player, so I'm going to let you guys go ahead and check all this out. But there's pretty much everything they went ahead and did, and I'm not really a zombies player. So these are all of the new updates for the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 1.04 update. I'm going to have the patch notes in the description below. Let me know what you guys think of the patch notes. I want to go ahead and show you guys all this because I know you guys have been waiting on this and really excited to hear everything. Hope you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Ears. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you guys are new. And I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.